like level being horizontal, which Sly said. I'm absolutely certain he said.
I'm certain he did as well.
Yeah. And then he went, no, I didn't. It's
Yeah.
like, I think you did.
Yeah,
So
but it was like a
said level
slip
is
of the tongue.
horizontal?
Yeah.
He kind of brushed it away as a slip of the tongue.
No,
and
he
then
said it twice.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think so, because I went through the vertical and the horizontal, right? The level is horizontal, yep. And then it's like, the water level's horizontal, yep. And then I went, so it is horizontal, and he went, no, I didn't say that. It's like, I think you did.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I mean, I have got it
sure he did.
recorded, so...
Yeah, but do you know why he said that?
Who said?
Sounds like Brenda.
Is that
Yeah.
Brenda?
Yeah, do you know why he said that?
Because
Because
that's
level
what
is horizontal.
horizontal. Yeah. Like
No, that's not why.
Well, why else would he say it? If level, he said level
So
is horizontal.
He did say it then. You are...
Well, no, Brenda's saying he said it, but tell us, what did he say?
There's not a. I'm saying there's not a contradiction.
Tell us.
He did say it though, right?
No, that's given.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, then how do you know
Oh,
it's
well,
not?
how do you know why he said it?
Well, because I understand the concepts involved. You don't.
But you weren't there.
Well, I can take it just from your description.
You weren't there.
I can take it.
You can't
from
take
your
it.
description.
You
weren't
don't
there.
know
You're
the
not
you don't know the
eyewitness.
context of the
You don't know the
conversation,
context.
Brenda.
You're not an eyewitness.
So
Come on.
whatever
you
you say
described-
doesn't mean anything.
Well, I take it that you're capable of describing what happened, right?
Well,
But
then,
Have you
then
watched your
all you
video
have-
yet, Brenda?
Then all you have is our description of those. I wasn't even there. I'm listening
Yeah.
to what Bev said. So then why are you saying Bev's story isn't right?
I didn't say it isn't right.
You just said it isn't what he said, and Bev said it is what he said. How can
No.
you say it's not?
I didn't say that. I didn't say it isn't what he said.
Let's start all over. Bev, what did he say?
Who? Brenda, what did you say?
That was funny.
So what was said and what context was it said in then, Brenda? If you're such the expert.
Well, Brenda, have you watched your video yet?
So I'm saying that there's no contradiction.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, between the different senses
But
of
what?
level.
You need to state what was said and what context it was said in, Brenda, if you're such the expert.
Yeah,
How,
he said.
how can you comment there's no contradiction when you haven't even heard the show or the context of the show?
But you gave that context just now, just a minute
So
ago.
then the person who gave it, Bev, is the one who heard it, and you who haven't heard it want to say Bev is wrong and Bev's the eyewitness.
No, I didn't say Bev. Didn't say Bev was wrong. I
Oh,
said.
okay.
I said that there's no contradiction
I'm never
Of
wrong.
what?
Brenda.
Of what?
between the
What-
different
what's-
senses.
What senses?
Between, if you let me finish, between the different senses of level and horizontal and tangent, perpendicular.
Well, you're just saying words. You're not giving me any answer. So is level and straight horizontal?
Level is not. These things aren't always the same.
What is okay? Is level
Variable.
You are
Right.
now contradicting Sly.
Yeah.
No, it's not a contradiction.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You said what Sly said isn't wrong, and now you are contradicting what Sly said. So
But I'm
that
not.
puts you in the wrong.
But I'm not contradicting it
Yes, you are, Brenda.
because
Well,
they're different.
saying what's the difference then, Brenda? Like where is the factor of variance? From where to where, and what are you using as your reference when you're talking about the variance?
So we know, for instance, that level means perpendicular to the surface of the earth. So level in one location
What
can be different.
Brenda, like,
That's not what
no,
level
whoa. Did you just say that level is perpendicular to the surface of the earth?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
it
you
is.
did. Right? Do you not know what perpendicular is, Brenda? Because that,
Yeah, it means at right angles.
yeah, to the surface of the earth.
Yes.
You think level is at right angles to the surface of the earth, do you?
Welcome to level Earth, Brenda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That's
is.
what you call plumb, Brenda,
Yes, it's
not
plumb.
level. Yeah, well, you just said level was that. So are you getting mixed up between vertical and horizontal? They're a bit confused. Like,
No.
that's about as wrong as you could be as far as straight lines go.
No, you don't understand basic Euclidean geometry.
Don't tell me I don't understand after just making that really schoolboy error. That's
I proved that to
Yeah.
you yesterday. So the point is that level.
You're not just going to go back from that and then go, well, yeah, okay, I will admit I just made a huge gaffe there.
I did not, but if you're not going to allow me to speak, then I'll just leave.
Go ahead,
Well,
Lee.
go on then, see you later. Off you
Bye.
go. Toodle pip.
Don't put up with liars here.
Yeah.
I didn't lie.
Bye.
Level
Yeah, it's recorded, Brenda.
Bye-bye.
We
Level
record
is-
it.
level is a
Bye-bye.
perpendicular.
See ya.
Bye.
See you later, Brenda.
Bye-bye.
Level
Yeah,
is a
don't
perpendicular.
be sticking round.
Bye. You
Yeah,
keep your
perpendicular
word.
to the ground. You muppet.
My goodness.
It's even worse than Sly, that.
No, that was better than Slice.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard Slice, and that was better than Slice.
Have you watched the video yet, Brenda? You know, the first one?
No. Brenda's gone. Brenda's
No,
gone.
no. It's still here hanging round.
Still here.
Level is perpendicular, right, to
Oh,
to the surface of the earth.
You just double down on it again, you muppet.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Like, you obviously, like, of limited capacity, Brenda. Obviously. So, like, keep coming and keep doing it. Like, two-dimensional surface of spheres, and now you think level is perpendicular with the ground.
Yeah, the
Fantastic.
two straight lines,
Keep coming.
right? They're two straight lines to be perpendicular, right?
Yeah.
To create a 90-degree right angle, you got to have two straight lines, correct?
Yeah.
You can't do it with a curve, correct?
No, not a chance, 10th.
Thank you, Brenda. Welcome to Flat Earth.
Have you watched your video yet, Brenda, with the 2D balls? The one that you got awfully offended at? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think that was really disgusting to say
Do you
that.
think you thought you did
Brenda,
really well,
Brenda.
did you?
Brenda,
Yeah,
how come,
I think I was rightly upset about that. Yes.
You
think it's
came in
fucking funny,
here
don't
and
you? You
told
think it's
us
fucking funny.
that the surface of a sphere is two-dimensional.
Yeah, it's definitionally a surface.
You
It's
think that
two-dimensional.
is awful? I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, yeah.
That's the only part of that video that is disgusting, that is truly disgusting. That somebody actually thinks that.
Why do you have your volume turned up, Bev?
Look, if you're going to stay here...
Is it louder than
hang on,
yours?
hang on,
Yeah,
hang
yeah.
on.
You're repeating Nathan's bullying tactics and now his
Okay.
Discord
Look at
tactics.
Look at the game. Look. Just give me a second here. Brenda, if you're going to stay, then stay on topic. Don't go to another show that was yesterday.
I'll do
Don't
whatever
go to
the
Nate.
fuck I
I'm
want to do.
talking.
I'll do
Brenda,
whatever the fuck I want to do.
Brenda,
Fine.
turn your language down. Turn your
I'm
language
fine.
down.
Fuck off.
Brenda.
Okay, good.
Woo!
Just kick this
Here we
person off,
go.
please.
Here we go.
No,
Just kick this
we
person off. They got triggered.
yeah, proper triggered.
Yeah, proper triggered because of you. Because you
I
have.
didn't even get to finish.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Bev and his turning his volume up.
Stop thinking
and-
about me, Brenda. Just stop it.
Turning his volume up.
Get me out your head.
Just stop teasing yourself.
You know,
Brenda.
like, you
You'll
know,
never
we're
be
miles apart, right? I'm in the UK, you're in America.
yours. Yeah. You say potato, I say potato. Oh no, other way around. Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
This is not productive, so let's move on.
Bring out the memes. Bring out the memes.
Oh dear, your graphics guy is really good, Bev.
Yes, isn't he?
Yeah,
monkey
second to
fella.
none. Yeah.
But didn't Brenda just say the Earth was flat?
Yeah, two-dimensional.
No, I didn't say it was.
Yeah, he
You
did.
said something about perpendicular to the surface of the Earth.
Yeah, that's it. He thinks levels, that.
And how many straight lines do you need for a perpendicular, Brenda?
And what's the difference between a local level and a regional level?
Well, a
Just went to
local.
cricket.
Well, you've got your volume turned way up, Bev. For one thing, you need to turn it back.
No, I think that'll be you. You'll have turned me up. You like hearing me more.
Can you,
Yeah, you
can you answer Domesticated's question?
No, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Well, then get
Yeah.
off the show. If you're not gonna- Why are you cussing?
You
Get
rebel.
off the show.
Triggered.
Oh yeah,
Proper
cursing is
triggered.
triggered. Cursing isn't triggered.
It isn't.
No, it's not.
Is that just standard vocabulary for you, then, Brenda?
Yeah, most
Are you
people-
really
fun.
are you really that limited with your vocabulary that you
No,
have
most
to
people-
you have to
most
resort to
people-
cussing?
Most people curse these days. Yes. You know.
Yeah, but they don't
So-
use it as standard vocabulary,
So
do they?
your
They
burned,
do it
your
in extreme
burned little
circumstances.
ears. So get over your
So-
burned little ears. Get over your burned
So
little
the question
ears.
still stands. Is this your answering the question?
She can't answer the question. All I asked her was,
Right.
how many straight lines does it take for a perpendicular, Brenda?
You can have. It can be two.
How many
yes.
straight lines for form a perpendicular, Brenda?
Two.
Well done. Straight lines.
Welcome to Flat Earth.
That doesn't follow.
You said,
Yes, it does.
You said it just 10 minutes ago.
No,
Perpendicular is on the surface of the Earth.
that's correct.
Two straight lines.
That's
Two straight
correct.
lines form a perpendicular.
Yeah.
So
all
you have
that's
one
correct.
horizontal and one vertical. Hey presto,
you.
90
Yes.
degrees, perpendicular. Well done, Brenda. You're learning slowly, little bits every day, Brenda. Yesterday was two-dimensional, three-dimensional. What's
No.
the difference? Today you're learning all about perpendiculars.
All of that was wrong. You know, the surface of the Earth is two-dimensional.
Yeah,
Flat.
have a look in that picture on there.
The
I mean, that's a
surface of the Earth.
two-dimensional picture. That naked man hugging that ball. Is he hugging
Yeah,
the
that's-
surface?
Are you making a point here?
Is he hugging the surface of a ball?
The surface of a sphere is two-dimensional.
That looks
Can't
like
be,
he's
Brenda.
hugging a three-dimensional thing there, though, doesn't it?
Brenda, that would only be true if there were no mountains.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, because mountains give it depth. But
No.
on a two-dimensional
Yes, but we're
object
talking about
or
the
a
surface.
two-dimensional...
We're talking about the surface of
Yeah.
a sphere, not the Earth.
Yeah, but there are mountains, Brenda, so it can't be two-dimensional.
No, but we're talking about the surface of a sphere. It's two-dimensional.
Yeah. Yeah, but are you not referencing the Earth when you say sphere?
No, I'm referencing the sphere.
So you're willing
Okay,
to give
so-
away your radius?
So, hang on. So if you use a two-dimensional grid reference system to describe a three-dimensional object, that doesn't make it two-dimensional, Brenda.
We're not describing a three-dimensional object. We're describing the two-dimensional
Surface of a sphere is
Excuse me.
three dimensions.
Excuse me. Excuse me. We're describing the
Yeah, he's
two-dimensional.
not
Excuse
too
me.
happy about getting talked over there.
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah. It's
you're not
really
noticed.
rude. It's really rude. So we're not describing a three-dimensional object. We're describing the
Really
two-dimensional.
upset if you keep talking over it. You know.
We're describing the two-dimensional surface
Is the-
of a
is the
three-dimensional
sphere-
object.
Is the sphere
So-
a three-dimensional object or a two?
Sphere has 3 dimensions.
Thank you.
Right.
The
So
surface
then
has
how
two
can its surface only be two-dimensional?
because it's just the surface.
But if the sphere is in 3 dimensions, how can the surface only exist in 2? That would make it a circle, Brenda.
Because the surface is the boundary of the sphere.
A
But
sphere
you
doesn't
can't-
have a boundary.
You can't change the shape of a sphere into 2 dimensions when it's 3.
I'm not changing the shape of the sphere. I'm saying that the
Oh,
surface
so
of
then
the
you
sphere.
got 3 dimensions.
No, this.
The
Okay.
surface of the sphere is the sphere, Brenda.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Brenda, you just
Yes.
said it.
The outermost
It's the
parts of
surface
it.
Of the sphere.
The surface of a sphere is the boundary of the sphere.
So you're
Yeah.
willing to,
Yeah,
you're
but it
willing to
exists in
jettison-
3 dimensions.
You're willing to
Brenda, it
jettison
comes down
your
to this,
radius?
Brenda. Brenda, it comes down to this. Just because you can mathematicize a 2-dimensional grid reference system, that does not make the surface of a sphere 2-dimensional because you can do it within maths.
Yes, it actually does.
No, it actually doesn't.
Because a sphere
It's,
is a mathematical object.
But we had this the other day, Brenda. I asked you, how would you distinguish between a circle and a sphere using your 2-dimensional grid reference system? And you said that you don't know. What's the answer to that question, please?
Well, you'll have to let me think about that a little bit. Because the surface of a sphere can be projected onto a 2-dimensional plane.
Well,
We know
until
that,
you-
but
until
that
you
doesn't
can
make
answer
it
that-
2-dimensional.
Until you can answer that question, Brenda, you're a little bit stuck on your argument, aren't you?
No,
Because-
no, I'm
yes,
not.
you are. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Brenda.
No, I'm not.
If you can't, oh, Brenda.
How many
Dear,
coefficients
How
does
many?
it take?
How many? How many?
How many
How many,
coefficients
how
does
many
it
what?
take?
How many?
How many coefficients does
Hey,
it take
Brenda.
to describe a point on a sphere, on the surface?
Brenda, let me ask you a direct question. When Neil
It can be done in
deGrasse
3 or
Tyson,
2.
Brenda, let me ask you a direct question. When Neil deGrasse Tyson holds up the inflated globe in that one YouTube video and says from 120,000 feet, that stuff is flat, is he holding up a 3-dimensional surface or a 2-dimensional surface in that inflated globe?
He's not holding up a sphere. He's holding up a model.
Ah! But the sphere you're talking about, is it real or
Is
is
it
imaginary?
a model of a sphere?
I'm talking entirely about the mathematical object called a sphere.
So why are you leaving one aspect out?
Hang on. She used the word mathematical object of a sphere. We're talking about the real world.
No,
Thing
I'm
called
talking.
a s-
I'm talking about the mathematical object. called a
That's
sphere.
where we're going wrong, Brenda.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
my
hey, moron.
God, right.
Hey,
Yeah,
moron.
we wanna
Hey,
make
It's going to
moron.
be easy to sort this out, right?
Hey, moron. Hey, moron.
Oh,
That's what
wait,
we
right.
talked about
Why couldn't we have thought
yesterday.
of this before?
Yeah.
Just call us
Why
morons.
didn't
We're
we?
we're
why
talking
didn't this come to
reality.
us earlier?
We're talking actual, you're calling us morons?
That's what I've
Dear,
been talking
dear.
about the entire time.
I'll tell you
and
what,
all
Brenda,
of yesterday,
why don't-
and all of
Bre-
yesterday, and the day
Brenda, why
before
don't-
that.
Why don't you come to the real world for just 10 minutes or so, and then we can have this discussion again?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Yeah, we can start it all over again and just pretend, right? Forget about the mathematical model and we'll
And come-
just go
come to
with
the real
a
world.
sphere, like a in reality type sphere. Because that's what we're talking about. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson there, he's got in his hand.
We can do this, can't we, gents?
It's
Just for Brenda.
In the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, "Wow, he's in space. Look at that." No, he's not. At that height, you don't see. You don't see.
Okay, so you're about to go
the Earth.
boom, boom, boom.
You are
Above this
Beach ball.
beach ball.
He's slapping it. Slapping it,
Yeah,
Brenda.
at 35,000 feet, yes, your eye cannot distinguish.
No,
the
he's
curvature of
just
the-
Yeah,
slapping
he's-
a ball. It's just an example of a sphere that he was slapping it,
And
right?
he was
Can I
saying
just point out,
120,000 feet.
I was going to
not
say it was
35.
120,000 feet, not 30,000.
At
not
120,000 feet, it would be difficult for the naked eye to discern the.
How do you know?
Then how
How'd
does
you-
it
have-
block, then how does it block
you-
the bottom of boats and buildings here?
So at 120,000 feet,
So
it's,
how-
No, hang on. Tenth man asked you a question.
well, I
How
can't hear
Man
does
him.
asked you a
it
question.
block?
10th man asked you a question,
Well,
Brenda.
I can't hear him because he was spurging out.
I'll say it slowly. If you can't see it from 120,000 feet where you have a great view, or 30,000 feet, how does it block the bottom of boats and buildings on the ground?
Those are two different phenomenon.
No, where's the curve?
Those are different phenomenon.
No, it's not a phenomenon. It's the curve that blocks the bottom of boats, right?
One is left to right curvature, and the other is forward to back.
No. When I live by the ocean, Brenda. You can't fool me on this one. I own the boat. You can't fool me
Oh,
on
I
this
could
one.
fool you on just about anything.
And
You're one of the
Brenda,
dumbest
does-
people
does
on
your-
earth.
And Brenda, you've just stated that one is front to back, the other is left to right. Your ball, the curve is equal in all directions. So how can the curve be more pronounced in one direction, according to you, front to back, than it is, according to you, left to right? How does that work?
Because of the distances involved.
Fine,
Brenda,
we'll
it's
settle
it's
this
an
question. We'll settle
equal
this. Hang on.
curved
We'll
ball.
settle this question. This stuck here because Brenda's playing word games with one question to Brenda.
No, I'm not.
One question to you will solve the whole riddle. What blocks the bottom of boats, perspective or earth curve?
The Earth curve does.
Thank you. You lose. Bye-bye.
How did I lose?
It's pretty obvious.
How?
You can't see it from
By turning up.
120,000 feet. You can't see it from 30,000
No,
feet.
that's equivocation fallacy.
I'm talking. Let me finish.
Well, you
I-
have
if-
to
if-
respect my talking before I'm
You
going to
asked
respect
me.
yours.
You asked me a question.
Yeah,
and
but
then
you have to respect
interrupted
my
me.
talking before I'm going to respect yours.
You said, "How does that?"
But you have
and
to
then I-
respect my
There you
talking
go
before I'm
again.
gonna respect
There you go.
yours.
You gotta do the rumpus mute button again.
No, it's not. You
Okay, then
mute me.
you
You
said,
overtalk
"How
me,
does that?"
so I
And
get
I'm
to
about
overtalk you.
answer. There you go. There you go again. Afraid of the answer. Got to run.
I'm not afraid. I'm
Then
simply
be
making a
quiet and
point.
Let me answer
No,
the question.
when
you
you're
just
quiet,
posed.
when you are quiet,
You
when
just
I'm talking,
posed
then
a
you'll get
question.
treated in the same way. You'll get
You-
treated in the same
you
way
just
when you start
posed-
behaving.
You just posed a question. See, you're rumpusing because you're afraid because you know the answer.
No,
is
I'm
the
not
death.
rumpusing, and I'm
Is
not
the
afraid.
death of your globe. The death of your globe.
That's okay. I'll just be the bigger person and deal with
I
you.
don't care
with
what
your
you
interrupting.
fantasize about. I don't care what you fantasize about. You don't have an R anymore. You don't have a physical geometric edge to block anything.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. You just answered it
What
by
did you just
saying
say
you
to
can't see it from 120,000 feet.
We're not looking at R at 120,000 feet.
Oh, you would see big R from 120,000
No.
feet if something was curved.
No, we're not
That
looking
doesn't
at
get less
R.
curved.
We're not looking at the
Around-
radius. We're not looking at the radius.
You're saying that as I step away from a ball, I can't see the shape better by stepping away and seeing it from a further distance for the curve? But
No,
when
I'm not saying
close-
that.
Hang on. But when I'm real close to it, the curve is pronounced by the fact that it blocks the bottoms of things. But when I step away, I can't see that curve. Are
One is
you
side to side
insane?
and the other is front to
Are
back.
you insane?
One is side to side and the other is front to
Are
back.
you in? The ball is side to side, back and forward, because it's a sphere. Don't change
Yes,
the
but
sphere.
the
Don't
angle
go
of
to
your vision,
orthographic view.
the angle of your
Don't
vision
go
sees
to
different
orthographic
distances.
view.
No, the angle of
Brenda,
your
you're mental.
the
Brenda,
angle
you're
of your
insane.
the angle of your vision sees more.
You are mental.
In
Brenda,
one direction than the other.
Your
You're
ball
insane.
curves equally in all directions.
Yes, but your eye doesn't.
You
Right,
are
so-
insane.
So when you go back and have a bigger view of it, you should see the curve. But you just admitted
can.
you can't see it from 100. You're interrupting again. Can I just finish the statement?
Well, when you learn to not interrupt me, then maybe I will.
You know what? Can someone kick Brenda off? Because this is really bad for Brenda.
No, we'd let Brenda carry on. 10th.
Well, I think Brenda's carried on enough.
Yeah, well, Brenda's going to stay and give us all the stupidity, right, Brenda? I mean, that's what we do, right?
But I'm tired of the stupidity. What person could put their eyeball next to a glass and walk away and say what she says? What person?
Well,
You're not listening.
As far as I'm aware, it's only Brenda that would say that.
You're not
Right.
listening. I explained it
No,
to you,
you're
but you're
not
not
listening.
listening.
No, you're saying that 120,000 feet, you can't see the curve. But when you're right up next to it, you can see the curve.
Those are two different aspects of the curvature. One is left to right, side to side, and the other is forwards and backwards. The
When
XY
I'm at 120,000 feet, I see the ball if it was a ball.
No, I don't know if you would. I haven't been up there,
Oh
but I
my
don't know if you would.
gosh. So then NASA's picture are fake then.
And that's not what you said 10 minutes ago, Brenda.
No, that's
because
that is
I
what I
asked.
said.
You said you wouldn't be able to see it from up there, and I asked you,
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
been there?
Left to right.
So once again, you've contradicted yourself, Brenda.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Once
You're
again.
gaslighting. You're
I
gaslighting.
love it. I love the amount of times you and the
You're
Rumpus
gaslighting.
contradict yourselves. I'm not gaslighting you. I'm
Yes, you are.
highlighting what you said not 10
No.
minutes ago.
Yeah, but I didn't
Brenda.
say that. But I didn't say that.
I
You're
asked
wrong.
you. Somebody
Repeat it.
else take
Repeat
over.
it.
Fucking hilarious.
Go ahead. Repeat it.
You're saying that close up you see a curve, but further away it disappears. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then do explain.
I'm saying that standing on the surface of the Earth, left to right, it appears flat, but forwards and backwards, things go over the horizon. At 120,000 feet, left to right curvature, side to side curvature, there is some, but it's not distinguishable by the human eye, right? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so let me pose a little scenario for you. You're standing at the beach, and left to right, you say you can't see curvature with your eyeballs, correct?
Correct.
Okay, but you insist that there's curvature front and back, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so now if someone else is standing on another beach on a peninsula looking at your forward and backwards, do they see curvature when it's in front of them?
What are you talking about? I'm not sure I understand.
Well, Domesticated had a good point. A sphere is a sphere. It's not flat on one section and round on another.
Well, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay, so in a peninsula situation, if you're on the beach, let's say if you look at Florida, right, the panhandle there, and you're looking west from, say, the handle part, and then you're over there in Pensacola, you're looking from two different directions. And each of them would be that person's left to right is different, and their forward and backwards would be different, but you're saying, right, so your thing doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense.
No, because your left to right is that person's front and forward.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but from that person's point of view, their left to right is just a very small fraction of the curvature of the Earth, but front to back is a much larger percentage of the curvature.
So let me ask you something. When you got a baseball right in front of your eye, do you see any curvature where there's no space almost between your eye and the baseball? Do you see any curvature?
Yeah, I've seen the photograph of it was a basketball.
No.
The yeah was not a yes. The yeah was.
You must. Okay, let me make
Just
it easier for
relax.
you.
The yeah was not a yes. It was just a verbal confirmation. I've seen the video, like for instance, of a basketball close up, and yes, close up.
Answer the question. Is
Close-
there curvature?
I'm getting there. It's not.
No,
It's
just
not a big deal.
answer it.
Yeah, close up to the surface of any spherical object, very close to it, it will appear left to right, side to side as being straight.
Thank you.
But that doesn't mean it isn't straight.
Hang on, you're such a word salad today. If you have a basketball in front of your eye, I mean real close where there's almost no gap, but you can still see the surface of that basketball, is there any curvature or does it look flat?
It looks flat, but it's curved.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now watch this. Real simple, Brenda. Let's say you move 10 feet away from that basketball. Now does it look like a sphere?
Yes, it would.
Thank you. So then when Neil deGrasse Tyson says, from 120,000 feet, it doesn't look like a sphere, was he telling the truth?
Yes, he was telling the truth.
No, you just said it couldn't happen with a basketball from 10 feet.
A
Are
basketball
you
is a lot.
insane?
Basketball is a lot smaller than the Earth.
Okay, how about the NASA pictures?
Which ones? There's
The one
thousands.
that shows it flat. What do you think? Which ones? Why are you
There's
playing
thousands
so
of
hard?
them. There's thousands of them. So
Right,
any
right, and they're all phony. And they're all phony, right?
no, they're not.
Sure they are.
No, they're not.
Because you know why I know they're phony? Because of you. And here's why. You say because when you're on the land it curves, but the pictures of NASA must be fake because they can't curve from that distance. That's your argument.
That's not my argument.
It is your argument. You just proved it with the basketball. 10
No,
feet away from
no,
you, it's a
no.
sphere, and right in front of you, it's flat. You're saying that the distance from the sphere, it's still flat when you say that.
You have the proportions wrong.
You got the proportions wrong.
No, I don't. No, I
You
don't.
don't even know what two straight lines are.
The equivalent. Yes, I do. So the equivalent
What
of a
is it?
basketball.
What
of
is
a-
it? What
the
is
equiv-
it?
The
What is
equivalent.
it? What is it?
What is what?
What are two straight lines? You said it earlier.
They're straight lines.
What
you
are they
talking-
called when they intersect?
They're intersecting straight lines.
What are they called when they intersect? When you have a vertical straight line and a horizontal straight line, what is that called when they
That'd be called
intersect?
perpendicular.
And you said that's the what? The surface of the
The surface of the Earth?
what?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Welcome to
and
flat
you need two straight lines to form a perpendicular.
can I
don't
draw-
you? You do know, Brenda, that you can't form a perpendicular to the surface of a curve.
Yes, you
You
can.
need straight lines. No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No,
Absolutely,
you can't,
can.
Brenda. You
Oh,
need
tot-
straight lines, Brenda,
you
to form a
don't.
perpendicular.
You can form
Brenda,
a
are you
perpendicular.
completely insane?
This is like high school geometry.
Brenda, how do you form an angle?
You can form a perpendicular to a curve.
How do you form an
If you're
angle,
just going to interrupt
Brenda?
me, just
no,
stop
don't use that
interrupting.
as your-
You know,
don't
this
use
would
that
go a
as your
lot
defense.
better if you would just allow me to complete sentences. You're being like Nathan. So you can draw
No,
a perpendicular.
you're acting as
You
a
can
victim.
draw a perpendicular to a curve by determining the
No, you
tangent
can't.
surface.
No, you can't.
Brenda,
Tangent is a straight
yes, you
line
can.
where it meets
Tangent,
the curve.
tangent is a straight line, Brenda.
No, the
You've just
tangent
contradicted.
surface.
You've contradicted yourself again.
No, I haven't.
My word.
Anybody in basic geometry knows that tangent is a straight line.
I
To
said
the
a tangent.
surface
Yes,
of a curve, and it touches the curve at a point.
and
Brenda,
that
you
point, and
cannot-
at that point,
you
it can be
cannot
perpendicular.
You cannot form a perpendicular to a point. A perpendicular is formed to a line, not
You form
a
a-
point.
You form a perpendicular to a curved surface.
To a line.
No, 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 no. Why do you think a sextant is a right angle, Brent?
Brenda, if you get two curved lines, or a curved line and a straight line, and you intersect them so that they overlap, can you get a measured angle in either case? And if not, why?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
If you get two curved lines, or a curved line and a straight line, and you cross them so that they overlap and cross, can you measure an angle? And if not, why?
Yeah, you can measure an angle.
Really? How would you do that?
It would probably take a little bit of calculus to do.
Calculus.
Probably.
I'm asking you to measure it, not calculate.
You don't know what calculus is, do you?
Yeah, I do. It's where you make things into lots of little small things, and then you do sums based on the addition of the lots of little small things. But I'm asking you to measure, not calculate.
You don't know the difference between measure and calculate, do you, Brenda?
So
Well said, DP.
measure and calculate are the same thing.
No, they're not. Jesus Christ, I can measure your speed and I can calculate your speed.
Brenda.
They are not the same.
A calculation
Brenda, you
is a
are
measurement.
Absolute classic.
A calculation is a measurement.
Comedy value.
Well, I
Comedy
know.
value.
I'm sure you think that, but this
No, I
is-
know
this
that,
is
Brenda.
not true. A calculation is a measurement. So if I have a length of board, a plank that's 20
Calculation is a
20
measurement.
centimeters. If I have a length of board that's 20 centimeters long, and my ruler is only 10 centimeters, I can lay the ruler down twice, right, and multiply by 2, and come up with the length of the board. That's a calculation,
Okay, so
which is
how
a
many
measurement.
times did you measure that board?
Once.
Brenda, hello? You
didn't
had to
measure it
move
any
your
times.
rule.
Yeah, you didn't measure it once, Brenda.
No, a calculation is a measurement.
It isn't. A calculation is a sum. A measurement is an actual measurement. So your speed, Brenda, in your car, if you're traveling at a given speed, or even if it's not given, you can measure your speed with a Gatso speed camera or a radar gun or a variety of other methods, right?
A
But
radar
if you try
gun.
and calculate,
A radar gun performs a calculation.
it tells you your speed, it measures your speed.
It
But if you want
calculates.
to calculate, if you want to calculate
Anthony,
your speed, Brenda, you
Anthony.
need to have this speed equals distance over time.
Anthony, a radar gun calculates your speed. It doesn't measure it. It
It
calculates.
measures your speed.
Bottom line,
It
Brenda,
calculates it.
Hey, bottom line, Brenda, your model is missing R.
No, it's not missing R. We know R.
Yes, you just
It's
said that you
3959.
can't spot you just said it does. You can't see the curvature. You just said it.
No, I didn't say
minutes
you
ago.
can't see the curvature.
Yes, you did. You
No, I
admitted
didn't.
with a basketball that if you had a basketball right in front of your face, you wouldn't see any R.
Right, but I
And-
could see. But
And then if you move it away, I'm talking, Brenda. Why? You're violating your own rules.
yeah, but you
here.
do it to me. So why should I
Well-
observe your
well, then you
rules
know
if
what?
you don't apply them to
Then-
me?
Then you know what? Why don't you go away? Go away. We
So
don't need
on a
you.
basketball,
No, no, I'm talking.
on
We
a
don't
basketball,
need you.
things can disappear
No,
over
I'm
the
talking.
curvature of the basketball. Even if my eye is really close to that basketball, things can still disappear over the horizon of the basketball.
Where's your R, Brenda? Where's your R?
What do you mean? Where is it? R is a measurement.
Yeah, you don't. You're defending a model. That
R
doesn't
is a
say-
measurement. We
You're-
can.
Hang on,
you're
hang on,
defending
hang
a
on.
model.
Temp. Brenda just said R is a measurement. How
Yes.
was that measurement made, Brenda?
With math, the way all measurements are.
How was that measurement made, Brenda? With math is not an answer. How
Right.
was it made?
It's okay, domesticated. That's a good lead-in for me. Thank you very much for spotting that. So since you've measured R at 3959, is that correct?
Well, that's approximately correct. It's not exactly correct. There's some digits
Okay,
after the.
I know Andrew Thomas Young says 3963, so somewhere in between, correct?
Well, actually, it varies depending on where you are on Earth. So yeah.
All right. But how did you get it? You said you measured it.
Yes.
So then, if that measurement is true, then we're living on the ball, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Except the fact that at a 1-foot observer height, the horizon can be no further than 1.22 miles times the square root of the observer. And
Why are you
that
changing
does
the
not-
sub-
I'm
why-
talking.
But
You
you're
rude
changing the
person,
subject.
you.
You're changing
You're
the
rude
subject.
person, you. I'm talking. Do not rumpus me here. I'm tired of it. If you have a measurement for R, then it must work from 10 feet, 100 feet, and 1 foot. And at 1 foot, the geometric horizon, the physical sphere edge that R purports to prove, can be no further than 1.22 miles times the square root of the observer height, and that's in Andrew Thomas Young's own publication. Guess what?
Do you accept?
Guess
do you,
what? Guess what? Guess what? It's not there.
Oh, it is there.
No, it's on your model.
No, do you
That's
accept?
why you can never see the
So,
geometric horizon.
do you
because
accept-
it doesn't exist.
Do you accept Andrew Thomas Young as being authoritative in this matter?
For a model, yes.
Yeah. So He's talking about
For,
the
for a
geometric.
model, hang on. did
Now
you
you're
hear that?
rumpusing
For-
me. Now you're
no,
rumpusing
no, I
me.
just want to make sure you understood.
But you're
When I
rumpusing
said I
me.
do,
But you're
when
rumpusing me.
said-
I
no,
was
no,
talking.
No,
You're
well,
rumpusing
okay,
me, but you complain
okay,
if
then
I
I
talk
will
over
do-
you.
Then I will get as low as you. Say you did it to me, I'll do it to you. I just want clarity on my yay. My yay was on his presupposed model. He's an expert, but the model is not real. Now go on.
The model describes reality.
That's the point. Don't you get it? If it described reality and it was true, we would have a geometric horizon at 1.22 miles, but we don't.
But it
Welcome
does.
to
It does
flat Earth.
accurate. But it does accurately describe reality,
It
and it is.
doesn't.
It
We
does
have
correspond.
the horizon behind the second platform.
No, but you're. That's an
But
equivocation.
Brenda,
That's
Brenda,
an,
the math,
just
the
a
maths
minute.
doesn't
Just a
fit
minute.
reality.
Just a minute. You're
Your
rumpusing me.
geometric
You're
horizon
rumpusing
is
me.
missing,
You're rumpusing
Brenda.
me. You're rumpusing me. I didn't hear a thing you said. You were rumpusing me. So
Rumpus,
the,
rumpus,
the
rumpus.
answer is that Nathan's and QE's black swan fallacy commits the fallacy of
It's
equivocation.
not a fallacy.
It's a fallacy of equivocation.
It's not a fallacy.
No,
Yes,
it's
it
just
is.
actually.
Yes, it is.
It's not a fallacy.
It's
The
an
argument is
extension.
fallacious. The argument is
Your,
fallacious.
your geometry states that there should be a horizon from a 1 foot observation, a geometric horizon, from a 1 foot observation at 1.22 miles.
Correct.
It's not there, Brenda.
It is there.
It's
not
not
there.
there.
It is
The
there.
horizon,
It's not
horizon is
there.
blatantly at 10 miles plus.
That's the apparent horizon, not the geometric horizon.
There
We
is only
have
one horizon.
No, there are
Brenda.
3 horizons. You
Brenda.
accept.
No.
There
You're
is
rumpusing
only
me
one
again. You're
horizon.
rumpusing me.
There is only one horizon.
There are 3. There are 3, according to the expert that you agreed to. You agreed that
Expert.
Young is an expert, and according to
On a
him, there are 3
model.
horizons.
On a model.
Yeah,
On
it-
the
it's
model.
the model.
Tenth
The model
agrees to
describes
his
and corresponds
premise
to
on a
reality.
model.
The model, no, Brenda, you missed the point. He's an expert on a model that doesn't show itself in reality.
It does show itself in reality. I
No,
just
it
described
Where's
to you
the
how it
geometric
does.
horizon, Brenda?
Even
Brenda,
Andrew
c-
Thomas
would you
Young-
agree?
Even
Brenda,
Andrew
would you
Thomas
agree
Young
that you're not
said-
able to point out where the geometric horizon is
I'm-
if
I'm-
it is there?
I'm not able to speak.
Because you're rumpusing. Even
No,
Andrew
you're
Thomas-
rumpusing over me.
Even Andrew, to stop with the whole thing. Even Andrew Thomas Young says that it's a thought experiment, the geometric horizon. He even says that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It is.
Oh, really?
It is a mathematical
Wait a minute,
construction.
if
Now you're
it's-
gonna-
if
now
it's
you're
real-
rumpusing me.
you just-
You're
you
rumpusing
just
me.
died. You just
You're
died.
rumpusing me.
You just
Tenth,
died.
calm down.
You
Tenth,
just
calm
died.
down.
No,
You're
no,
rumpusing
no,
me.
no,
You're
you
rumpusing
died.
me.
Don't office. Put her on mute.
You're rumpusing me.
Just
Why,
died.
why are you
just
guys
died.
giving Brenda the platform? Brenda
Put-
is not
put-
interested in learning anything. This is going to
Kick
go nowhere.
this-
You have nothing to
Kick-
teach me.
Kick this person out, because what Brenda just said is that Andrew Thomas Young, who said that the geometric horizon is a thought experiment, is correct, which means it's not reality.
That doesn't.
just
That doesn't
lost.
follow.
You
All
just lost. It follows
no,
a
it
lot.
doesn't.
It follows a lot. You just admitted.
No, it
that
doesn't.
You just
No, it
admitted
doesn't.
that. Yes, it is. Can someone mute this person, please? Do I have the
Bev
power?
is the only one that can, I think.
Well, if you're gonna talk
Bev,
over me,
mute
then stop
this
it.
person for a minute. Mute this person for a minute, and then if you want to bring this.
how
person
about
back.
you ask?
Tell me when this person is muted. I'm tired of it.
Bev is the only one that can do it, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, I think we're clear. I think we're clear now. Here we go. Andrew Thomas Young and Brenda affirms says that the physical geometric horizon is a thought experiment. It's not actual. It's not physical. Well, then you don't have a sphere. It's over. Right there is the death. And Brenda admits it, but doesn't get what Brenda admitted.
Okay, well, Bev, will you mute 10th man so that I can talk?
I'll mute myself. Go ahead. Try to recover.
Yeah, models describe reality because they make a correspondence between the model and the reality, right? So the geometric horizon on the mathematical model of the Earth corresponds to a point or a circle on the Earth. So from any observer, there's a geometric horizon which is perfectly described by the mathematics, and to which there is a one-to-one correspondence in physical reality from the model. That's how models work. Models work by establishing a correspondence between the model and reality, just the same way as the highways on the map. The map is the model of the roads, and establishes a correspondence between the map and the real world of the roads. The same is true with the model of the Earth as a sphere. The geometric horizon is a calculation based on an approximation to a sphere, a perfect mathematical sphere, right? And so it does correspond to an actual place on the Earth.
Tell me when you're done.
Is the Earth a? Is the
Hang
Earth
on, no.
Okay.
I've got.
No, I'm done.
Tell me
I'm
when
done.
you're done.
I'm done.
Okay, good. So then, what blocks the bottom of boats and things on the ocean at that correspondence that you're saying actually exists? What is that?
We don't actually see the geometric horizon.
So it doesn't correspond.
That doesn't mean it isn't there.
Oh my gosh! You are insane. You just said
Brenda,
it corresponds to
you-
the model, and then when I ask
yeah,
you what
and-
blocks the bottom, you say it's not there.
Your
That's because of
correspondence is
refraction.
missing, Brenda.
No.
The correspondence between the model you claim and the real world observation is missing. Can't you see that?
No, it isn't missing.
Then
Brenda,
what
it-
blocks the bottom of boats? Say it.
The physical curvature of the Earth blocks the boat.
Thank you. Okay, so the physical curvature of the Earth at a radius of 3959 must be no more than 1.22 miles times the observer's height in feet, correct?
Correct.
Andrew Thomas Young?
No, I'm agreeing
Correct.
with you. I'm agreeing with
Okay,
you.
great. So when it's not there, what do we say to that when it's not there? Is that calculation correct anymore?
The calculation is still correct. The problem
If
is
it's not, no, the question's simple, Brenda. If
So
it's
you're
not
rumpusing me
observed-
again. You're rumpusing
no,
me
you're
again.
rumpusing me. I'm not done asking you the question. You jumped in with some quick answer that's going to fall apart. If it's not there to be your correspondence, it's not there in reality. So if it's not there, is the calculation correct?
it is there.
If it's not, the calculation correct?
The points, the circle.
If it's not there,
You're
is the
rumpusing me again.
calculation No, you're not answering the question.
I wasn't finished
Changing
with
the
my
subject.
sentence.
No, answer the question and you can move on. Learn to concede. If it's not there, is the calculation correct?
It is there, though.
If, do you know what if word? Oh, my goodness, you're insane. If it's not there, is the calculation correct?
What do you mean by if it's not there?
It's a thought experiment, Brenda. You should be used to. You should be used to thought experiments, Brenda. You live on one, so come on, run with it.
If it's not there and it can never be seen, is the calculation correct?
What do you mean by if it's not there?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
you sound like
goodness.
Bill Clinton. You sound just like Bill Clinton. This is-
Right.
Brenda, what he's trying to get you to agree is that it's a conditional statement. If something, then the other. If the something doesn't happen, then the conditional statement fails. That's what he's trying to get you to agree.
Well, so the geometric horizon is a circle surrounding any observer, right? And how far away that the diameter of that circle is going to depend on the radius of the sphere, on the circumference of the sphere, right?
Excuse me.
Yeah,
And
but
so,
Excuse me.
what he's saying is, if you can't demonstrate that there is a geometric horizon, how can you claim that there is actually one?
Yeah, don't presuppose a globe when you
no,
answer the
if you're
question.
on a sphere, there must be a
No,
geometric
you
horizon.
presuppose the globe.
If
See, I called
you're on,
it.
yeah,
I
but
called
hang
it.
on, stop,
Well,
tense,
you
wait.
didn't
If
have a
you're on
problem saying
sphere,
if before.
There must be a, if you're on a sphere, there must be a geometric horizon. He's asking you to demonstrate how you know you're on a sphere. to claim that there's a geometric horizon.
We know that we know that there's a physical horizon because objects are obstructed by the physical curvature of the Earth.
But it claims that it's never seen.
But it's not a physical horizon, though, is it? It's an apparent horizon.
Well, the
Well, hang
apparent
on a minute,
horizon is
Tony.
different.
Tony, hang on. Brenda's claimed that there is that physical horizon that blocks boats from the bottom up.
Yes.
So, Brenda, if you take a look in the can you see the live stream text channel? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That last picture that's put there. Whereabouts? This is the Black Swan, the original Black Swan image. Okay. So this is a 1 foot observation. Your physical horizon that you say is there and is visible because it blocks the bottoms of boats as they travel over it is somewhere in that picture.
Yeah, it is somewhere in that picture.
So where is it?
I don't know where.
How can you not know?
Because I don't
It's
know,
a
have enough.
physical demarcation point. How can you not know where it is? It's physical, Brenda.
It is a physical location.
Exactly. So where is it? It has physicality. It must
Yeah.
be there somewhere.
Yeah.
So show me where it is. Just
I don't
just
know.
Say the fifth
No,
arrow from the
Brenda,
right, or the
Brenda.
fourth arrow from the left.
I don't have enough.
Brenda,
I don't have enough
Brenda.
information to say.
Brenda, you're running away because you said the Earth's radius is somewhere between 3959 and 3963.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
if that be, excuse me, I'm talking. And if that be the case, then we know at a 1 foot observer height, at a 10-foot observer height, at a 100-foot observer height, where it should be. So at this 1 foot observer height that BLMSB 69 took this picture at, it should be at 1.22 miles. Where is it, Brenda?
I don't know on that picture where 1.22 miles is.
Oh, you don't know? I'll tell you right now, because I checked with the California government agencies that told me exactly how far each of those two oil rigs were out from the shoreline. Guess what the closest one was from the measurement that they took, not from where BLMSB was? 7 miles plus.
No, I accept
So-
that. I accept that.
Okay, good. So then if BLMSB's position shows 10 miles to the what? Second oil rig? Then 1.22 must be before, unless in your math,
Yes.
1.2.
Yes,
Hang
it
on.
is before, but I don't know
Okay,
where.
then show at 1.22 miles the curve that hides things.
I don't have enough information. I will
No,
tell
you don't have a curve. You don't
No,
have a
I don't
curve
have
at
enough. I don't have enough information to tell you exactly where
Brenda,
on that
No,
image.
no.
Brenda.
The horizon behind the second oil rig at 10 miles. It needs to be at 1.22 to hide anything.
That's the apparent horizon, not the
And
geometric
how
horizon.
can you not have enough information to see a physical location?
Because the sea is featureless.
Brenda, it's a physical horizon.
Yeah. So what?
A physical horizon is a demarcation between the land and the sky.
No, not the geometric horizon isn't.
Brenda, it has to be. What is
No,
the
it doesn't.
definition? What is the definition of the word horizon, Brenda?
The apparent horizon is the place
What
where
is the definition of the word horizon?
I told
Brenda?
you it's the apparent
Brenda,
meeting of
What
of
is the definition of the word horizon?
it's the apparent meeting of the sky with the land or sea.
Okay, and we are looking for the geometric horizon.
Correct.
At 1.22 miles,
Correct. And apparent
which
not
is
the
in front of the nearest platform.
correct.
correct?
It is, yes, it is in front of
Okay,
them.
so show me where the sky meets the sea in front of that nearest platform in that picture.
You're equivocating
That's
between
all you need to do. Show
No.
me where the sky meets the sea in front of the nearest platform in that picture.
You're
Brenda,
equivocating.
that's all you need to do.
And you're rumpusing
not-
over me.
it's not-
You're
it's
rumpusing
not a
me. You're
difficult
not allowing
task.
me to. You're not allowing me to reply, right? So the geometric horizon is not the apparent horizon. They're different things. So the
What
apparent
is the
horizon,
definition of the word horizon, Brenda?
the apparent meeting
What
of the
is
sea.
the definition of the word
You're rumpusing me.
horizon?
You're
DP,
rumpusing me.
let her
You're
answer.
rumpusing me.
Let her answer.
You're rumpusing
She's just
me.
making excuses.
No, you're
Yeah, but
rumpusing me.
let her answer and correct her.
Right. So the geometric horizon, I'll tell you straight up, is in front of the oil rigs here. The apparent horizon is
Can you prove
behind
it?
them. The apparent horizon is
Can you prove
behind
it though,
them.
Brenda?
I could
Can you
calculate
prove
it.
it, the geometric?
From this
Yeah, you can
photograph,
calculate
I
it, but
can't.
can you prove it though? No,
Right,
that's
Brenda.
the problem though, isn't it?
Well, we know where it must be.
Define horizon, Brenda. Define the word horizon.
The apparent meeting of the sky and the land or
Okay.
sea.
So now we are looking for the geometric horizon, the horizon formed by the geometry of your sphere ball at a distance, according to the viewer's height in this picture, of 1 foot. So we need a horizon, an apparent meeting of the sky and the sea formed by the geometry of your alleged sphere at 1.22 miles, bearing in mind that the closest platform, as 10th Man has correctly said, is 7 miles away. So please show me in that picture where the sky meets the sea in front of the closest platform to give us your geometric horizon. Can you do that for me, please?
Am I allowed to speak now?
Yes.
If you can show me where that horizon is.
No,
at
Let us speak.
1.22
I
Let us speak.
just want to know if I'm allowed to speak. It's not a condition.
Yes, you are allowed to speak, Brenda. You have the mic.
Right. So as he said, he asked me about the geometric horizon, and then he asked me to show where the apparent horizon is. Those are two different points. Those are two different places. The apparent horizons are behind the oil rigs. The geometric horizon is in front of the oil rigs. The geometric horizon
But you
is
can't
not
evidence it though,
defined.
right?
The geometric horizon is not defined as the apparent meeting of the sky and the land. That is not the definition
he's
of the
asking you to
geometric
point it
horizon.
out, though. He's asking you to point it out, and you've already admitted that you can't do it, but you
Well,
believe that it's
yeah,
there.
because it's featureless. The sea is featureless. I can't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
So,
Brenda,
yeah, so we've
the point where the
Hang on,
sky
hang on, hang on.
meets the sea is not featureless. It is a
yeah, no,
demarcation.
and it's not. And that is not the geometric horizon.
DP,
Well,
she's
what's the
already said
definition
that
of the word horizon, Brenda?
I told you what the definition of the geometric horizon is.
Guys, listen,
No,
listen.
just
you two are, listen,
horizon.
you two are both,
Just the
DP.
word horizon, Brenda.
DP, listen, you're at an impasse because she's pointing out that the horizon, as defined by the dictionary, is where the land meets the sea. She's then saying that there is a geometric horizon that's not the same place, but she's already conceded
Yes,
that she
it's not.
can't identify it.
Yeah, because I can't tell on this photograph where it would be.
So then, how can you say that it's there?
Because of how it's defined.
Yeah, is it not assuming that the shape of the Earth is a sphere?
Well,
and
we already
believing
know that the
it's
Earth is
there?
a sphere. We've known that the Earth is a sphere for 2,600 years.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
Yes.
2,600. Where are you going back to then? Eratosthenes.
Absolutely.
So he calculated the circumference of the Earth, right?
Yes, he did.
And he assumed that the Earth was a sphere to do it, right?
Now he could see ships going over the horizon.
No, that was Galileo.
No,
you
that
were
was
citing
other
Eratosthenes.
people. Other people, even before Eratosthenes, knew that the Earth must have a curved shape. They didn't know its exact shape, but Eratosthenes measured the circumference of the Earth.
He didn't. He calculated it.
Yeah, that's
He
the
didn't
same
measure
thing.
it.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not the same. Measuring
Yeah,
and
it is.
calculating are not the same thing.
No, they're the same.
Okay, let's.
did he-
We've already talked about that. Let me jump in real quick, please. Okay,
Yeah, go
Brenda, how did the very first person to discover the sphericity of the Earth, how did that person eliminate the possibility the Aether band was the cause for the obstruction of the ships going over the horizon?
Yeah, there's no such thing as an ether band. That's some bullshit that you made up.
Okay, to make you
Yeah, but
happy.
there's no such thing as a
hold on.
geometric.
Hold on. So to make you happy, how did that first person eliminate atmospheric conditions to demonstrate that the only possible result would be the sphericity of the Earth? How did he eliminate the other option?
I don't think they knew about optical refraction.
So they didn't eliminate the possibility that what they were seeing was an optical effect of refraction. They did not eliminate that.
Yeah, they didn't know about it.
Okay, so there you go. Thank
or
you
I'm
very much.
assuming
They
that-
did not prove.
But
They did not prove, and we have not known that the Earth was a sphere. It's an interpretation of data. That's all it is, and
Well,
it's incorrect.
I don't know. I don't know. They might have known about refraction. They might have.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
don't
I wouldn't
know.
consider myself
Right,
an
right.
expert.
You don't
I wouldn't
know.
consider myself an expert
Right,
on
so
ancient
you have
Greek
no
science.
ability to say anything. You have no ability to say anything in this matter.
No, well, all refraction does is introduce an error,
Hey,
error
Brenda.
rate, a degree,
Brenda, you're
degrees of approximation is what it does.
Brenda, you're in the quandary here. Here's why.
No, I'm not.
Well, I'm trying to say here's why, and you're rumpusing me just like you say I rumpus you. So which is it? You're going to let me talk? Okay, good. Based on 10 miles at a 1 foot observer height, there's almost 68 feet of drop. We don't see that with the second oil well.
Yeah, dropity is not a thing. That's one of the big errors. So now you're rumpusing me.
You don't get to do that. If you live on the ball, you get to do that. Don't tell me about living on the ball, no drop. There's
Yeah,
no
the
drop if you live on the plane. But there is a drop if you live on the ball because everything's going away from it. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, dropity is one of the common
No, not
misunderstandings.
dropity. Not dropity.
Dropity
Not
is
dropity.
what you're
Not
talking
dropity.
about.
Why are you calling your sphere dropity now? Are you embarrassed to represent your sphere that wherever you stand, it must fall away from? Are you embarrassed of that measurement or calculation, whichever way you want? Why don't you stand by your sphere?
Dropity is your misunderstanding.
It's not dropity. It's not
So you're
drop- it's
rumpusing
not
me again.
dropity.
You seem
Brenda,
to be
the
happy to
term-
rumpus me,
Brenda.
but upset when I do it to you.
Yeah, Brenda, the term dropity does not refer to the physical drop to which 10 is talking. Not talking about dropity.
Then why
not
is
a
he
term.
talking about it? Then why is he
That's not
talking
a
about
Your
it?
term.
curve. Your
That's
curve.
not a term. We don't use dropity to talk about the alleged curve of the Earth.
But that's just one of the ways that you misunderstand
That was on
how these things work.
Walter Business Calculator, when you put in 10 miles, 1 foot observer height shows drop at almost 68 feet. So if you got a problem with the word drop, take it up with your guy. I'm talking about the curve.
Hey, 10th man, does anyone here know the height of the second oil rig?
I do. The end of the boom is approximately 65 feet off of the ground. So, 10th, going by that calculation, you should just be able to see the tip of the second boom, the tip of the boom on the second oil platform.
Yeah, and that calculation comes from Walter Business site. So that's a baller saying that at 10 miles.
So maybe, sorry, Tim, but maybe Brenda just wants to talk about that.
The reason that you can see the oil rigs is because of refraction. They're lifted up. That's why the apparent horizon
Well, then why
is
aren't the
behind them.
boats then why aren't the boats lifted up but they're blocked?
No, I don't know.
What?
And also,
Right. No,
Brenda.
Hold on. Yeah, 10. That is the question, Brenda. Okay, if you have any ounce, any semblance of what 10th just asked is very, very profound. Ask it again, 10. I would suggest to ask it again. Brenda, listen to his question and then go away and have a think.
Basically, what Brenda said is that's refraction. Then why
Yes.
isn't that same okay, hang on now. Then why are the bottom of boats blocked and not refracted to where we see the whole thing?
You're not talking about you're talking about a different picture?
No, forget picture. You got an oil rig out in the middle of the ocean, 10 miles out from shore, okay? And you're saying that at 68 feet, the drop, according to Walter Business, would be viewable, it would be blocked, but because of refraction, we see the whole thing, correct?
Yeah, that wasn't even a sentence.
Let me say it again. Why are we seeing the oil rig without the curvature blocking it. As DP has said, the crane is at 60-some feet, but Walter Bislin says that the drop or the curve measured at the 1-foot observer height would be 68
Yeah.
feet. You said because of refraction, it's being
Yes,
loomed
yes.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Great. So at 10 miles, you see the whole thing because it's being loomed up, correct?
Oh, we're not seeing the entire oil rig.
Okay. Oh, well, let's put it this way. We're seeing the whole crane, the level surface, and some of the pylons that hold it up, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Now, the boat that's being blocked
What
at
boat?
1.2,
What boat?
hang on. A boat of any particular size, anything disappearing over the horizon, as the ballers like to put it, why is that not being refracted the way she says and not blocked to our view?
Point of clarification. You're talking about other photographic images, correct?
No, I am talking about your statement.
There's no
of
boats in this
refraction.
picture.
No. I'm talking about your refraction statement that an oil rig 10 miles out, even though it's blocked, doesn't look blocked. So I'm asking you why anything looks blocked.
Things are blocked because of the horizon, because of the curvature of the
Well,
Earth,
then why isn't the oil rig blocked at 10 miles?
because of refraction, because of
Well,
atmospheric.
which one is it? Which one is it?
It depends on the condition. It depends on atmospheric conditions.
Oh, so it is perspective.
That's not perspective.
It is perspective. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you
not
for
per,
admitting.
yeah, that's the band.
There's
You
no
just
such thing as an
admitted it's
ether band.
atmospheric conditions.
Yes, there
You
is,
just
Brenda.
admitted.
Yes, there is.
So
Brenda, you just admitted it's
No,
atmospheric
there-
conditions that cause it.
yeah, there are different different atmospheric conditions under
Right,
which
so it's not no longer curved. It's no longer geometric curve.
there are different atmospheric conditions which cause.
Right, so it's no longer
You're
geometric
rumpusing
curve.
me again. You're rumpusing me again.
Which one is it?
You're
No,
a little bit
changing
too.
the subject.
No,
Is
I'm
it
not.
the geometric curve or is it atmospheric conditions that causes disappearance? Bottom up. Which one is it?
The atmospheric conditions can refract images above the geometric horizon.
And the geometric horizon is not at 10 miles, is it? It's at 1.22. So how
Correct.
did it move the geometric horizon?
It didn't. The geometric horizon doesn't move. It's a fixed
Thank
place.
you. Well, according to Andrew Thomas Young, only objects are refracted over the geometric horizon,
Right,
not
and
the
this-
horizon itself.
Right. In this case,
So
the
then why
objects.
is your horizon at 10 miles out? When she's
In this
1.22?
case, the objects being refracted above the geometric horizon are the oil rigs and the sea around the oil rigs.
But the horizon's behind it.
That's the apparent horizon, not the
You
geometric horizon.
can't refract the horizon.
That's the apparent horizon.
No, you can't refract the horizon. Only objects
Yes.
refract above the
No,
horizon.
no.
Andrew Thomas Young says it.
No, this is the apparent horizon and the geometric
No,
horizon.
you can't. It can't. If there can't be an apparent horizon being refracted from the geometric because you can't refract a physical geometric horizon.
Right. This is the apparent horizon, not the geometric
You
horizon.
can't refract the horizon.
We're not refracting the geometric horizon.
You just said it is.
No, this is the apparent horizon, not the geometric.
How could it be apparent if it's not geometric?
What are you talking about? Those are two different things.
You can't refract a physical object when you say things refract around the physical object.
That's not quite what I said. What I said is that
That's what Andrew Thomas Young says.
no, I don't think you're. I don't think you're understanding him correctly.
No, I don't think you understand. You said that the curvature of the Earth blocks boats. That's a physical object blocking another physical object.
Correct.
Now you're talking about that physical object being refracted.
Correct. Because atmospheric conditions vary.
It can't. So then it's perspective.
That's not perspective.
You just said the atmosphere varies.
Yeah, but atmospheric conditions are not perspective.
So when the atmosphere changes, what changes with it? Your perspective?
What changes is the degree of refraction taking place.
No, No, what changes is what's your view. I've been out on foggy days where I can't see 10 feet in front of me.
Well,
I've
fog
been
is
out on-
obstruction. Fog is obstruction due to
Excuse me.
water vapor.
I'm in the middle of my statement. I've been on clear days where I Catalina Island, and I've been on days where I can't see Catalina Island, and I have to go by my instruments. But I
Right,
know it's
right.
there.
Right.
Okay,
and-
so what
and-
I'm trying to say to you is that you cannot say that the geometric horizon is being refracted.
I didn't say it was being refracted.
You said it's the apparent horizon.
No, I didn't say the geometric horizon is the apparent horizon. I said the apparent horizon and the geometric horizon are two different things.
So then in that case, there should be 68 feet of that oil rig blocked.
Well, it's not blocked because of refraction.
So what are you going in circles
Okay,
for?
hold on. Okay, listen. Now because of Brenda's that it not fraction have to happen.
We're
It
not
would
getting.
have to-
You're cutting in and out.
Okay, I hate Discord.
Honestly, just being honest here.
Rise up against Discord.
Right. So
Speak up.
the geometric horizon is not the same as the apparent horizon, right? The apparent horizon is what we see. The geometric horizon is based on a mathematical calculation.
On geometry.
Right. It's based on
But it doesn't
geometry.
exist.
Huh?
It doesn't exist
Yeah,
except
yeah.
only in your model.
No, it definitely exists because it
No,
corresponds.
if it existed, we'd have 68 feet blocked of that second oil rig.
And you
Well,
would
that's
also
like-
be able to show me where the sky meets the sea in front of the first oil platform. Remember what you couldn't do, Brenda? If that horizon existed, you would be able to show me that.
But you're
you
confusing.
can't.
You're confusing geometric and
I'm
apparent
not,
horizon.
I'm not confusing. I'm not
I'm
confused,
confusing
Brenda.
physical
Yes, you are.
with made up.
No.
I'm confusing with physical with made
Yes.
up. Is that what you're saying?
The physical is like a map, right?
No, a
So,
physical is physical. I should see it, correct?
so the geometric horizon,
Correct.
the mathematical model of the Earth
No.
is like
no,
a map.
No. It's geometric physical.
The geometric horizon is based on the mathematics.
Is it physical? I'm going to interrupt you to the answer. Is the geometric horizon a physical sphere edge based on the radius of the Earth? Yes or no?
It corresponds to a physical
so
location.
then it is. Just say it.
It
If
corresponds-
that's
Right.
affirming it, correct?
It corresponds to a
Okay,
physical
so-
location.
Okay, hang on. Very good. We're tracking now. So if the geometric horizon corresponds with the radius of the Earth, then at a 1 foot observer height, the horizon cannot be any further than 1.22 miles times the observer height. Okay?
No, that
Square.
doesn't
Now-
follow. That doesn't
no,
follow.
That's Andrew Thomas Young.
No, you're confusing
That's
apparent.
your high priest.
You're confusing apparent and geometric horizons.
No,
You're-
I'll post it. That's Andrew Thomas Young
All right.
talking about the geometric horizon.
You're confusing apparent and geometric. You're confusing the two.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
hold
you
on.
are. Yes, you are.
No, don't
Am I-
you put words in my mouth, Brenda. Andrew Thomas Young, I posted it today on Nathan's show, says that at a radius of 3959, and he's citing the geometric horizon. I will go away for a second.
Yeah,
I will post
yeah.
it on live stream text, and I will embarrass you again. I'll be right back.
No, you're just confusing
I'll be right
apparent
back.
with geometric. You're just confusing apparent with geometric. Under
Oh, no. Andrew Thomas Young said geometric, so then you must be saying he's confusing it because I'm quoting him. I'll be right back.
well, your ability to read and understand that
Excuse
is
me,
suspect.
I will be right back, and I'll post
That's
it.
fine,
We can
that's
all
fine.
read it, and
That's
you will
fine.
be embarrassed again.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's
I'll be right
fine.
back.
So let's go back. Am I clear right now?
Yeah,
Loving it right now? Okay.
yeah.
So with you explain, Brenda, that it, up would have,
You're clipping again.
I hate
Yeah.
Discord.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. All right, La. See,
Right.
he's
So
just-
there's a common confusion here between geometric and apparent. The geometric horizon is based on the modeling
Geometry.
modeling the Earth as a sphere, as a mathematical
geometry.
object.
It's not based on a model. No,
And
it's
then
based on
it's based-
geometry. The geometric horizon is based on geometry.
Geometry is a model. Geometry is a model.
No.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it is.
No.
Geometry is an abstraction.
Brenda, you are really confused between measuring and calculating and geometry and modelling. You need to go and sort your definitions out, girl.
They are sorted out.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They really are not, Brenda.
Okay, prove me wrong.
But a calculation is not is not a measurement, is it?
Just a second. I have a
I
phone
don't- I
call.
don't-
I have
I
a
don't
phone
use-
call. I have a phone call.
I don't use
Okay,
the
okay,
measuring
go,
tape
go, Brenda.
to calculate.
No, it's not worth talking
Are
to
they
me. It's
calling
on,
you or
it's on the
calling
phone.
me?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, there comes Redmond.
Oh, hey, Red.
Okay,
hey,
I got
Red.
it up.
Is space
I got
real?
it up.
hang on. Temp,
Well,
Brenda's
Tenth,
got a phone
yeah,
call.
he's on the phone, so you have to hang
Oh,
on.
it was just a telemarketer.
Oh, right.
Oh, is that all,
Here we
are the only people that
go.
phone you? Oh,
Are you
Brenda.
sure you weren't getting any feed from your CIA buds?
Here we go.
Wait, it's
May
the
I-
OD
may I
agents, not the
please-
CIA.
May I please read Andrew Thomas Young? Is it okay?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Numerically, now notice the key word, numeric. The radius of the Earth varies a little with latitude direction, but typical value is 6378 kilometers, about 3960 miles. If H is in meters, that makes the distance to the geometric horizon 0.57 kilometers times the square of the height of the eye meters, or about 1.23 miles times the eye height in feet. So before he moves on to refraction, tells you where the geometric physical sphere edge is at a 1 foot observer height, which is 1.23 miles. So, Brenda, this is from your high priest, Thomas Young. So if the geometric horizon is at 1.23 miles, then we would be on the sphere. But the horizon is well past that, and nothing is blocking the oil rig at 10 miles. And if it was, it would be 68 feet. And the question I asked you, which was is that if the oil rig is being refracted, you can see most of it, then why aren't the boats, and why are we seeing any blockage of any boats then?
Right. So you agree that he's talking about, he says, if H is in meters, that makes the distance to the geometric horizon 3.57 kilometers times the square root of the height.
Numerically, he says, right?
So I don't get to talk.
Numerically.
So I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to talk. I don't get to talk.
I'm just clarifying
I
that
just-
numerically it says
That's
at the
what
very
I was.
beginning there,
That's
right?
what I was
No,
doing.
no, you gotta
That's what I was doing.
remember, I stated before, when I read it, keyword numerically. So go on.
Yeah. So I'm just clarifying that what he's talking about is the geometric horizon, right?
Yeah. No, I said he was, you said he wasn't, and I had to go get the citation to prove my point.
No, I agree. He's talking about the geometric horizon here.
Well, why did you make me go get the citation? You weren't agreeing.
I didn't make you do anything.
I said, I have a citation from your high priest. You said, no. I said, I'll go get it. Now you're changing the whole thing.
Yeah, but now but then he goes on to talk about refraction. What we're seeing in
Right,
the
and
hills.
I'm saying, I addressed that refraction, but before he goes and talks about refraction, he validates my point, which you disagreed with.
What's your
That the
point?
geometric, oh my gosh, are you this dense? Really, this is this is not fun anymore. We're trying to help you, for goodness sake. You're part of the human
Help me
family.
with what?
We're trying to help you.
Yeah, he's talking about
So
the geometric horizon. I've never disputed that.
And I'm telling you, he's referring to it numerically. And he also says that it doesn't exist. It's a thought experiment. Where are we going with this?
So what he's talking about is the geometric horizon, but what we see in the hilltop photographs is the apparent horizon. Those are different.
No, you're missing everything again. Please do your soul a favor, be quiet and listen for a minute. It only works on a model numeric. It's not observed in reality. We do not live on the sphere. If we did, we'd all know it and we would be on the show.
Oh, are you saying that you can't transfer numbers to physical locations?
I didn't say that. I said they would have to correspond, which is a word you like using this early
Right,
on in the show,
right.
but none of your numbers, gone, you're interrupting. None of your numbers correspond at all.
But they do.
No, they don't, because it would be at 1.22 miles.
Yes.
And DP correctly stated the horizon is 10 miles. It should be at the 1.22.
No, you're
And then
equivocating.
just-
You're
and then-
equivocating.
hang on.
You're
And-
equivocating
no, I'm
again.
not no, I'm not. I'm not. You identified the horizon as where the sky meets the what?
The horizon is the apparent place where the sky meets either the land or the ocean, right?
Thank you. Okay, very good. We're on the same page here. In the Black Swan picture, is the horizon at 1.22 miles as DP asked you, or is it past 10 miles?
The geometric horizon is at 1.23 miles, and the apparent horizon is further.
Okay. Now, if that's true, then 68 feet of that oil rig should be blocked.
No, because of refraction.
No.
No.
You
Now
have two
make-
horizons. You have
It's-
two
it's
horizons.
loomed up.
I only have no. Don't interrupt. You have two horizons. I only have one. But even in your begging the question, if you had to, the first one would have to block the second.
No.
Okay, hold on real quick. Again, Brenda would now evident that refraction.
Eva Band, you're clipping again all the time.
I hate this card.
Sorry, man.
Well, it sounds like you fully conveyed.
So
The problem with Brenda's argument is that it's there to block the bottom of boats, but it's not there in the Black Swan.
well, that's
Well,
because
not only that, Tenth, we have the horizon. The is a singular identifier. There is only one the.
Correct.
Andrew Thomas Young in the Green Flashes website clearly identifies at least three horizons. The
But
astronomical.
Brenda, in the
And
English language, the is a singular identifier.
Yeah, it is.
Hang on, DP,
The horizon.
No, DP is right here, and even Andrew Thomas Young says that the celestial is, guess what, or astronomical is what? Abstract, not real.
Yeah, these are all conceptual.
And the
Then why
geometric.
are you referring to something not real?
Because you can make a correspondence between
No,
the
it doesn't
conceptual and the
correspond.
real.
You make up
Yes, you
5
can.
or 6 horizons. I can make up 20 horizons. You know what? On a 20-story building, story is. That doesn't mean there's 20 horizons.
Those would be apparent horizons. Individual.
No, there's only one horizon.
No, that's not true.
That is true. The only
That is true,
geometric
Brenda.
horizon is on your model, which doesn't correspond to reality.
Because
But
you
it does
can't
correspond.
see it, you can't identify it.
Well, the fact that's because the ocean is featureless there, and I don't have a measure.
Brenda,
No, the ocean is-
hang on.
Hang on. The ocean is not featureless. We have 2 oil rigs.
And not only that,
we
the
know the
ocean at
distance.
that point should be meeting the sky, Tenth.
No, that's not
No,
how.
That
I
is
know,
what
I-
that feature should
I-
be.
No, that's
I
not.
know, but
You're still confusing
no,
apparent and
Brenda.
geometric.
No, Brenda, I'm not confusing the word
Yes, you
horizon.
are.
no.
Yes, you are.
Brenda.
You're confusing
No, the
geometric.
horizon is where the sky meets the sea or land.
Thank
Oh,
you,
that's the
DP,
apparent
but
horizon,
Brenda,
not the geometric.
Brenda, I'm going to challenge you on your feature. Are there not 2 oil rigs in that Black Swan picture?
Yeah,
or
yes,
would
of
you
course
say
there
that's
are.
featureless?
Yes, there
So
are.
then it's not featureless. Do we
Well,
know
the-
the distances? Do we know the distances to those oil rigs?
Yes, we do.
So then it's not featureless. So why are you doing this argument that's false?
Because the space in front of the oil rigs is just featureless sea.
It's not featureless. The oil rigs tells us how far the oil rigs is from the shoreline.
Look, I know that the geometric horizon is in front of the oil rigs, but what I don't know
It can't
is
be.
where
It would be
where
blocking
in
it
the
by
image it is.
68 feet.
Right,
if it
Brenda.
was there, it would be blocking it by 68 feet and would be with you, but it's not. So you need to
And-
be with us.
And also the sky would be touching the sea, apparently touching the sea at that point. Tenth.
No, it
Not
wouldn't.
only
No, you're
that,
confusing
not only
geometric
that,
and
DP.
apparent again.
No, not only that.
Brenda, I'm not confusing the word
Yes, you are.
horizon.
Yes, you are. You're confusing geometric
No.
and apparent.
Brenda, they don't matter. The only word that matters
No,
is
it does matter.
horizon.
I'm saying it does matter.
Well, I don't
How
care
come
what you
Tom-
say
Yes, I know you don't care. You don't care
because
about
you're
facts.
wrong.
No,
How come
you just don't
geometry-
care.
How come
Brenda,
how come you can't use geometry to prove your point, but we could?
No, I can.
No, you use calculations. We
Yeah.
use geometry.
Calculations
No,
based on geometry.
Andrew Thomas Young clearly states in that citation that the geometry of the Earth would put the physical sphere at 1.22 miles. Now,
Yeah, puts the
That-
geometric horizon at 1.22
Am I
miles.
done, Tom?
I don't dispute
Am
that.
I done? Okay, so then geometry is working on our side. And we say, why isn't it there? And then you say, because it's being refracted, which is a clever excuse on your part. Problem is, why aren't
Because the apparent
Listen,
horizon.
You're interrupting. You're interrupting again. This is getting very hard with you now. If your refraction is what you say it is, we should never see any blockage of it.
No, that doesn't follow at all. So
No, it does follow, because you're saying the oil well's not blocked because it's being refracted, but the boats are.
what boats? There's no boats in the picture.
No, stupid. You are stupid. Imagine what you said. The bottom of boats are being blocked by the physical horizon. That's what you said
Yes,
earlier.
yes, they
an
are.
hour
Yes,
ago.
yes, that is correct.
Okay, so then what I'm saying, why the oil rigs being blocked by the physical horizon? And you said it's being refracted. Then I said, fine. Then why are any boats being blocked? Shouldn't they be refracted? And
But-
you run. You run.
Because the atmospheric conditions in those cases are such
Right.
that there
You
is
would have to
very
prove
little
that.
there is very little refraction.
No, you lose.
You
lose.
would have to prove that, Brenda. That is your burden now to go away.
So under varying atmospheric conditions,
No,
refraction.
don't tell us. No. Don't describe it. Don't give us rhetoric. Go away. Get the measure.
So I'm just waiting for you to finish, and to realize that you're cutting out. Okay, so under differing atmospheric conditions,
No,
you have different.
citation, not
You
your
have
opinion.
different. You
Citation and
have differing
experimentation.
amounts. You have differing amounts.
Citation, I'm done with you. Citation,
You have different amounts
experimentation,
of
not your
refraction.
opinion.
Different
Not
amounts
your
of
opinion,
refraction. So you're rumpusing
No,
me.
Brenda.
You're rumpusing me.
No, I'll rumpus
Brenda,
you
you're-
from now
Yes,
on.
you are.
Your
Yes, you are. You're
opinion-
rumpusing me.
Hang on, Temp, hang on. Brenda, your opinion isn't wanted and isn't needed.
It's
We
not my
need
opinion.
Citation.
It's not my
We
opinion.
need
It's a
you to
fact.
provide some proof to back what you're saying.
No,
You've been proven to contradict yourself
I
on
have
more than
not.
one occasion. Yes, you have, Brenda.
no, that's false.
Fall on-
You're
fall-
lying.
fall
You're
on-
lying.
Brenda, fall
You're a
on
liar.
your sword and
You're a
admit
liar.
it. You've been proven to
Uh-huh.
contradict yourself more than once.
No,
So
that's
if
a
you
lie.
could cite,
That's a lie.
cite your claim,
Uh-huh.
Brenda.
My citation would be.
Cite your claim.
You have to allow me to complete.
No, I'm using.
You have to allow me to
Andrew
complete
Thomas.
yes. And Andrew Young
Your
gives you.
words are not a citation.
Yeah, I'm giving
Andrew
you.
Thomas Young said you can't see the geometric horizon because it's a thought experiment. What does that mean?
It means that it's a physical location, but it is not
No,
going to be
he
apparent.
says it's a thought. No, he didn't say physical location. He said numerically, and then he has been known to say it's a thought experiment. How do you experiment in reality with thoughts? Thoughts are different than reality. Reality, you can experiment. You do
No.
measure. He's never measured it because it's a thought experiment.
Well, thoughts are not different from reality when there is a correspondence between your model and
There is
reality.
no correspondence.
But
We're
there is.
asking you to
There
show
is.
the correspondence, and you can't.
I've explained it to
You
you
can't
many
even
times.
show the geometric horizon, Brenda. So how can you show the correspondence?
So I've
Your-
shown
your-
it to you
your
many
argument
times.
is
I've shown it
empty,
to you many times,
Brenda.
and you're just going to rumpus me, right?
No,
So-
you can call it rumpus, but you use the word correspondence if you've corresponded anything. What have you corresponded?
Nothing.
So there's a
Absolutely
direct
nothing.
there's a direct correspondence. I just can't see
Your
it in
words
that
again.
picture.
Words again,
What?
Brenda.
What?
Your
What have
opinion
you
doesn't count for anything, Brenda. We
It's not
need
my
to
opinion.
see-
I'm not giving you
It is
opinions.
your opinion.
No,
you
it's
haven't,
facts.
You haven't
It's
provided
facts.
anything to back yourself up,
Yes, I have.
and all you do. No, you haven't.
Yes, I
all you
have.
do is spout words.
DP. Andrew Young she agreed that Andrew Young said that the geometric horizon is a thought experiment.
Yes, it is.
But that was your
No, okay,
citation, Tim.
listen,
She hasn't provided
no,
anything.
No, I know, but think about the words. Brenda's agreed it's a thought experiment, not a real one.
That's correct.
Thought.
It's a thought based on a mathematical model which corresponds with reality.
Okay, now that's the point. If the mathematical model corresponded with reality, we would all be on the same page. We're telling you it doesn't, and why are you having this?
Oh, because you get
Disagreement with
confused.
us.
Because you get confused between apparent horizon and geometric horizon.
But he just told us it was a thought experiment, so he's based it on nothing but an imagination.
No, it's not nothing but imagination. It's based on physics.
Sure.
Right,
No,
and a
it's
model.
based on physics. It's got to be at 1.23 miles, but it's
dear
not
Brendan.
there.
But it is there.
If
It is
I
there.
have, if I have an idea,
If it's
if
there,
I have
it
an
should be
idea,
blocked.
is it valid? Like, is it a thing? Does it exist if I create an idea?
It exists in your head, but until you make it a physical thing, then no, you're the only person that knows of your idea. But,
Alright,
and
so-
it exists as a thought in your head, the same as the globe, as a thought experiment.
So the
it
way that we-
exists
I like-
as thoughts in people's heads.
Yeah, so the way that we decide whether or not our ideas have any substance to them is whether or not they can be
by
put-
manifesting them physically.
well,
Yes,
and
that-
through the
I was-
scientific
I was
method.
absolutely
by
going to bring
test-
up that word.
by the scientific
I'm
method.
interjecting.
By the
Hey,
scientific
guys,
method.
Brenda,
by the scientific
sorry,
method.
Brenda.
By the
Brenda, hold on.
scientific method. I'm just
let-
trying to.
Brenda,
I'm
you
trying
don't
to
know
complete-
nothing about
I'm
the
trying to
scientific
complete a
method.
sentence. I just
You
want to
think-
complete a
you-
sentence.
Brenda,
I just
you
wanna
know
complete a
nothing
sentence.
about the scientific
I
method.
just
Don't-
wanna
don't
complete a
start saying
sentence.
Scientific. To
Yes,
you,
you don't
shoes-
All I
understand
wanted
the
was a
scientific
Pepsi.
method at all.
To you, Nike existed in nature.
So-
Stop
so-
talking about the scientific
yes, it does.
method. Don't go there. You're gonna
Yeah,
get
Nike
blasted.
does exist in nature.
Oh
What
yeah,
does?
a
What?
shoe is a natural phenomenon.
No, it is a part of the natural physical world.
No, not natural products, natural.
Yes, it is.
resources.
It's part of the physical world. It's not
No, oh, so
supernatural.
if I'm the first person on this earth, I walk somewhere, I can see a shoe.
Do you wear supernatural shoes or do you wear physical shoes?
Brenda, do you pick your shoes off of trees or are they manufactured?
They're manufactured, but they're part of the physical
Always
world.
with the
Well,
shoes.
there
No,
you
they
go.
use
It's a
resources.
shoe, it's a shoe, it's a
They're
shoe.
part of the physical world, aren't they? They're part of the physical world, are they not? Are they
Y'all
supernatural
guys-
shoes?
What's the cause?
Are they
What's the
supernatural?
cause of the shoe?
Are they supernatural shoes? Are they supernatural?
Do they grow on trees?
No, they don't. They're made by people.
Okay,
There
so
you
it's
go.
not-
They are
Hey,
manufactured.
Yes, but they're still part of the physical world.
Brenda,
They're still-
please. Right, okay, Les is quite new here, and I think he's trying to say something, so it'd be quite nice to just hear what he's got to say without everyone talking over him.
I made a little joke about the shoes. And I
Yeah,
said,
the
"Y'all
shoes.
got
The shoes are
issues."
part of the physical.
Brenda,
Pun
let
intended.
Les speak. He's new.
Why? You
Let him
don't
just
let
have
me.
a couple of words.
You don't let me, so why should I let you?
No,
This is
not
the,
me.
This is the
Les.
first time he's ever talked, right?
It's your
In here.
show.
Yeah, it is the
It's
first
your
time.
Give me a
show,
hug,
Brenda.
Brenda.
Why don't you get-
Give me a
Brenda,
hug.
get your own show, and you can speak all you want.
Well, in your show, when you allow people to just talk over other people and rumpus everybody, then you're just going to get chaos like what you've been having.
Why are you projecting? Why don't
This
you
is
get
just
your own
you just
show?
allowing people
Why
to
don't you
rumpus
get your own-
and
why
therefore
don't
that's
you-
what you get.
Why don't you get your own show, set your rules, and don't worry about coming on a Bev show and telling him how to run his show. You're
Well, I'm just
projecting
saying that
everything.
it's a
You're
consequence
you're
of not having
rumpus,
of
you're-
not obeying the rules
ru-
because he
you're
wants
rumpus.
drama. Because he wants
You're ru-
drama.
you're
That's what he
rumpus.
wants. Just like
See,
just
there you
like
go.
Nathan
You're
wants
rumpus.
drama.
No, you're drama.
Can I just
You're-
point
you're
out that it
rumpus.
appears to me that you're both rumpusing each other?
Yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
You're right. You're right.
Exactly.
Right.
Thank you. Exactly.
And it's not going to
because
stop
when
until
Brenda-
there's some kind of
Right.
respect
Brenda-
paid.
on, guys.
Hang on. Brenda,
Hey, guys,
can we have
just-
some
just
pretend?
Man and Brenda,
And
just sit
Brenda.
back a minute.
Let
Put your
Les
feet up,
let Les have a
Yeah.
little chat.
Put the kettle on.
put the
Yeah.
kettle on.
Put the kettle on. Until it starts singing, you can't speak.
Well,
So-
welcome anyway, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to have you here, Les.
Thank you, Bev. And as long as this stipulation is in effect, I can take my time. so we can have a minute of silence. Mm. And then until the kettle sings. Well, that time's up.
Right.
Time's up.
Cool. Back to the war zone. Back to the
Right,
battle.
Brenda and Thames man, go for it. Go on.
Here we go.
So that just proves you can't have gas without a container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, should we get away from the
battle
black swan?
again.
Or from that black swan?
Where do you want to go next?
Well, I've posted another black swan in the live stream text. I wonder if Brenda could help us out trying to figure out what this one is. This one's.
May I speak with Brenda?
Have
a go.
If Brenda, is inclined to interact with.
Can't speak for her, but fill your boots.
Why ask permission? I gotta pitch it. Hey, I'm not the best bully.
Is Brenda even still here?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
There you go.
Wait till I get on.
Leslie's asking if he can have a word with you, Brenda. Is that all right?
I'm just listening.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in a rare mood tonight, Bev. I'm a little bit on edge, so I might not be so kind for everybody here. I know that I'm new. If I get edgy, grant me, like a modicum.
We always do, Les. We always do.
I think we all know you, Les, anyway, to be honest.
Well,
I
most of you do.
I don't think I've
Brenda
interacted
doesn't.
with Les before.
Brenda has no idea what they are.
I'm not hearing a question or anything.
Oh, I didn't pose a question, did I? What was
No,
the
you just
question?
asked for interaction, didn't you?
I met you, Les, over 24/7. I don't know if you remember. Probably
Yeah. Yeah, we were there this morning. I got banned.
not. No, I wasn't there.
You didn't happen to mention Emma.
Shut
did
up,
you?
the lot of you.
Well, welcome to the 24/7 Outcast Club.
My dude, I was already an outcast before I even joined.
Yeah. Yeah, they banned me after about a week.
Demonstrable.
Well,
I can bandy words. So, what are we on topic on? I was just saying hi. I gotta say hi. At least
Professor,
I didn't cannonball like when I did with Nathan Oak. I totally cannonballed him.
what, today?
Oh no, not today. That was about 6 months ago. I went into a stream. I was like, boom, and they were like, nah. All right.
Bit tough. Tough crowd over there.
You know how it goes. You know how it leans. It don't lean level.
Curved, right?
All right, so what is our topic? I suppose, Brenda, you always have something to talk about, yeah? Because I've seen you.
Me? I have an issue. I have one of my PCs is down, and I can't figure out why it won't boot up. Other than that, everything's okay.
Yeah, well, it's not water cooled.
It is worth it. There's a lot of stuff on there that's important to me.
No, I said water cooled.
I didn't understand.
English be hard. So,
Right,
what were you talking about, Dave?
Yeah, hey, what, DP, sorry, what was the, so you've got the air balloon, is that the picture you were talking about? The actual little...
Sorry, mate. I was on mute and I put the kettle on. What's up?
Well, you mentioned that you put something in the live stream, and are you referring to the balloon that's gone up, the air balloon? And,
No, well, that was just part of the general discord that was going on. But I was referring to the bottom picture, which is a National Geographic where they're trying to prove the curvature of the Earth on a lake. So
Oh, yeah,
they've taken a little dinghy out with a whiteboard with 3 parallel horizontal lines on
Are you
it.
talking about the one in Sweden?
No, this was done in America, I believe. And
Yeah, well, I saw
oh.
one in Sweden. Sorry to interrupt. I saw
No,
one
go.
in Sweden, and they had like